Hello guys and welcome everybody by watching Crypto's weekly news. The last week was pretty interesting again, so let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart right now. We could see a nice breakout and the power of the Bitcoin reminds us. Market was expecting the level $8,500 and as I said it's not the best, and in the most cases when the market expects something, it won't happen simply. That's exactly what's going on here. Bitcoin has moved upside from the level of something about 9000k. And do I think that we will not go to 8.5k levels, what I suggested before? In my opinion, we got into short-term bull scenario where the level of around 12k is maximum level according to this line that goes from previous highs. But more likely we are already now in the space where we could again go lower, as I think we are still in correction from 13k, and this space here is actually a nice spot for taking some profits. As we can see, the RSI is really high, and from the long term the formation was lower high and lower low. But as we can see right here, Bitcoin is trying to change its direction. The short-term formation has made higher low actually, and that's why I think we will stay for a while in these price levels. Will we look at 8,500 levels or lower? I think so, but as the market thinks so as well, there will be a longer journey to those levels, or we may not reach them at all. What I honestly think is that all August can be sideways with small downtrend, and at the beginning of the September we will start really going up. But that's just my honest opinion. Really, the reality can be really different. We have to observe what happens in upcoming days and weeks, looking closely at the charts and overall situation on the market. Of course, I'm not giving you any financial advice, I'm not an expert, just saying and sharing my personal point of view. And this is for the Bitcoin what I wanted to share with you. And let's move to the other topic, or actually not the other topic, as it's correlated with Bitcoin, and its hash rate that is really high right now, actually on its all-time high. If we wanted to compare this with Bitcoin forks, it's totally different situation. As Bitcoin is gaining hash rate, forks are just losing that. Bitcoin is getting more and more hash rate. People are using computing power to make it more and more secure and efficient. According to this, we can without doubt say that forks are just another shitcoins and they are actually worthless. Bitcoin is the king and it will probably stay on its place for a quite long time. I recently heard nice saying that Bitcoin is not a digital gold, rather gold is a physical version of Bitcoin 0.1. So why the breakout of real gold lately? Not only the global bond markets offer minimal or even negative returns, but there are growing signals that corporate sector is coming under pressure from a gathering recession. The strains in the fiat money financial system are growing, with unsustainable corporate and consumer debt becoming an urgent consideration. This puts the investment management industry in a difficult, even impossible position. From this viewpoint, the only investment opportunities that are now emerging beyond increasing fiat cash balances are unregulated. These are dashed into cash in the form of gold and speculations in cryptocurrencies. Unregulated investments are anathema to compliance officers and therefore investment managers. Even when wrapped up in ETFs which are regulated, the investment management industry has been slow to accept them. In this article you can find also other reasons why gold has been growing and its history or historical prices. The simplest explanation is when stocks are getting overbought, there is one safe place: gold. And probably since 2009, Bitcoin as well. Anthony Pompliano has shared recently a tweet saying that central bank they have bought more than 15 billion of gold in the first 6 months of the year. They are trying to hedge their risk to the US dollars. Wait till they find out about the non-correlated asymmetric upside profile of Bitcoin. Every central bank will be buying Bitcoin. That's another explanation of the gold price growth and a good news for the Bitcoin and crypto space as well. On Wednesday there was a Fed hearing and they have adjusted interest rates, and for the first time since the crisis in 2008 these rates went down or they were decreased. Usually this money that are created goes into bonds and stocks, but there has been no movement since this. And according to Willy Woo's indicator, difficulty ribbon, this chart shows that we are already in the bull trend. So I'm gonna read you what it just said, that introducing the Bitcoin difficulty ribbon when the ribbon compresses or flips negative, these are the best time to buy in and get exposure to Bitcoin. The ribbon consists of simple moving averages on mining difficulty, so we can easily see the rate of change in difficulty. This indicator speaks to the impact of mining on Bitcoin's price. As new coins are mined into existence, miners sell some of their mined coins to pay for production costs. This produces bearish price pressure. The weakest miners sell more of their coins to remain operational. When it becomes unsustainable, they capitulate. Hashing powers and network difficulty reduces, ribbon compression, leaving only the strong who sell less, leaving more room for more bullish price action. Typically we see this at the end of bear cycle after miners capitulate. The lack of miners selling pressure allows the price to stabilize and then climb. The classic accumulation bottom. And Willie just said that credit goes to Winnie Lingham, CEO of Civic, who was the first FA to spot this dynamic in his April 2014 article on how Bitcoin finds its price equilibrium. And we now have 5 more years of data to back it up. There's another indicator by Willy Woo, Bitcoin NVT signal. This indicator basically says that if this line here is above 1, the market is overbought. If that touches number 1, the market is not overbought and we can carry on in the trend. During the bear market, of course, it means sellouts. TNVT signals differs from a standard NVT ratio, which is simply the network value divided by daily transaction value and then interpolated using forward and backward moving averages to create a smooth line. And here we can see that it's about the time to go further up, so the bull market is inevitable and upcoming. At this week's Binance meetups, even CZ has said, I'm pretty sure that after Trump retires, he will get into crypto. Right now, without retiring, he's in a position that he should not promote crypto over US dollars. President Trump is a very smart businessman. I think he will get it. It was more likely like a reaction on Trump's tweet that I'm not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. What do you think about this? Will Trump buy some Bitcoin? Or maybe, more likely, does he already own any crypto? I think he does. It's usually like this that powerful people say to the regulars that it's not good, will not survive and so on, but actually they are having own investment funds actually for this space because they simply know and they cannot not miss this and their chance. SEC wants to have own nodes for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple and maybe others. That's a different attitude than some time ago. They claim they want to gain information, see how that works, and probably they want to kind of spy on users. It's not spying actually, more likely monitoring and gaining data using them. But definitely it's a 180 turnaround from denial of crypto by SEC. Another news is by LedgerX that didn't have an approval from CFTC for trading futures that are covered by Bitcoin. Tricky situation that will be resolved soon in my opinion, as it's just a profit and money game. LedgerX sues CFTC, but as I said, this will be resolved soon. It looks like LedgerX did hurry up a little and there were some misunderstandings or actually missing approvals, and you can check it in the article if that interests you. Next news is about Walmart. They want to create their own stablecoin like Facebook or JP Morgan. They want to use it of course in their chain of stores. There should be some interest for hodlers of the coin, something like staking systems. Actually, already now Walmart has been using blockchain for tracking of foods and by using drones, I think, or they just plan to do it. Good decisions by Walmart, they're using technological progress, very nice. Maybe you know what collectibles are. It's just like you remember some cards of hockey players or some basketball players or anything else. I remember when I was a child and we were collecting those and then trading them like physical collectibles. And now there are digital collectibles coming on. From creators of CryptoKitties, I'm sure you know what this is, sport collectibles are coming. They already have some agreement with NBA and maybe it looks just like a funny thing, but some collectibles can be simply better investment than any cryptocurrency. We could see the boom on CryptoKitties. That was a huge and unexpected success. And will sport collectibles have this kind of success? Let me know your thoughts, suggestions, and by this last maybe funny thing, but in my opinion very interesting things, I'm finishing this one news session. I'm looking forward for next week, guys, to bring you other news, what the overall situation will look like. I will definitely closely monitor Bitcoin, and I have missed my shot in some portion of portfolio and need to prepare for the upcoming bull market, as we can see that all signs are showing that this is coming, it's inevitable, and it will be stronger than before. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, hit the both buttons below this video. I wish you a great week, stay tuned and see you soon.